Good afternoon. I'm recording this message because I was asked a question about a comment that I made in the chat this morning regarding answering questions and answering the questions appropriately. Now, the reason that I did that, or what I'm asking basically, is that there have been a couple times where I receive an assignment, answers to an assignment, and I don't know what you're answering. I have to go back to the book. I have to find out where that question is to understand what you're answering. And many of you do not even indicate on the assignment itself what exercise you're doing, the number question that you're answering. You just simply provide an answer. Now, if it were in class and I'm going through and I know exactly what you're doing, that's fine. However, under the circumstances, because you're actually submitting work online and there's a mass number of assignments that I'm receiving at once, I don't remember specifically what you're answering unless you tell me. Right? If I know what the question is, then I know what the answer is and I'll be able to correct it accordingly. So basically what I'm asking you to do is, and this is going to be a very simple example, but it will at least demonstrate what I'm asking you. If we talk about someone whose name is John, and John has a bike, and John likes to ride his bike to work every day. Right? But John decides this morning he's going to wake up and he's going to go to the store, and he's walking to the store. And the question that the book is asking you is, how did John get to the store? And all you write is he walked. Well, I don't have context to know that that's the right answer. Because if he rides his bike to work every day, there's a good chance that he's riding his bike to the store. I don't know what, like specifically what the book is asking you to answer. So it's necessary that you provide context for your answers. And you can do that one of two ways. One way, which is either the easiest way, or I really guess it depends on personal context, on personal preference. But, and this is a tangent, but please make sure that when you're sending me an assignment that you write the page numbers of the assignment at the top so I know what you're answering. Just don't say comprehension check. Tell me what page the comprehension check is on. It makes it easier because I have to leave the assignment to go find out what page that exercise is on, because you're not telling me. It takes longer to grade your papers when you do that. If it takes longer to grade your papers, then it's going to be a longer period of time before you actually get the work back, which means it's going to be longer for you to, you're going to have receive more work at one time in order to resubmit if you would like to have any corrections. So it delays the entire process if you're not doing simply what I'm asking you to do, which is a very simple thing. Write the page numbers and the exercises at the top of the page, which you should be doing anyway. But through this message, I'm asking you, please write the page number, the exercise, at the top of the page every time you submit an assignment. Now, going back to the answers. Again, you have one of two ways in which you can submit an answer that makes it clear because you're including context. The context is first provided by simply providing the question. If the question is, how did John get to the store? And you wrote, he walked. Well, that's very easy to understand because now I have context and I know what the book wants from you. However, if the book says, how does John get to work regularly, and you say he biked, or he rode his bicycle, and that's simply the only answer you give me, he rode his bicycle, I don't know what you're answering. Again, it doesn't make any sense by itself. So you can write the question, providing the context, or you can say, John regularly uses his bike in order to get to work. Well, now within the answer itself, you're actually providing the context that I need to understand what you're answering, which allows me to not have to go back to the book, because you're giving me the information that I need in order to determine if the answer is correct or not. Now, I know a lot of times it becomes a little bit trickier when the book is going to ask you to provide an interpretation of something, or it's a subjective answer. However, the same rule would apply. It's very easy to include either the question that it is asking you, or simply answer in a way that you're including the information that you're looking for in the answer to that question. That way the context is all included in one neat package in the answer, and there's no need to go back to the book in order to see what it is that you're answering. And that is basically what I'm asking you to do in the comment that I placed on Teams this morning. So remember, please, when you're answering questions, provide context for the answers that you're providing. Because, and this is the reason why it was posted in Teams, this is the reason why I'm recording this video. As of now, it is going to be a requirement. It's not a suggestion, it is a requirement. So if I do not see that you have a question, or that you provided context within the answer, it's going to be marked wrong, it's going to be returned, and you're going to need to redo the assignment. Okay? So please make sure that you do this. Again, it's not a suggestion, it's a requirement in order to receive full credit for the assignment that you're completing and submitting. You still also have the ability to go ahead and resubmit if within the context that you provided, you for whatever reason provided an incorrect answer. I will notify you that the answer is incorrect in the remarks, and you will have the opportunity, just like all other assignments, to correct that answer, resubmit it, and receive full credit for the assignment. That does not change. All I'm asking you to change is what you are submitting in order for me to be able to correct it more efficiently, which is the objective under these circumstances. We want to make sure that we are working as efficiently as possible in order to provide the best service to you, since we're not able to work one-on-one. Mostly, I mean, some of you have called me, which is fine. If you have questions, as always, you're more than welcome to call, to contact me either through chat or through email. If you have any doubts about the work that you're doing, about the assignments that I'm asking you to complete through Teams, that is not a problem. I just want to make sure that we're doing this in a way that it benefits everybody under these circumstances. So, please make sure that you're providing context. Please make sure that on the assignment you're including at the top the exercise that you're doing and the page number on which that exercise is found. So if I do need to refer back to it, I do know where to look. Okay, without having to go through Teams, finding the assignment, finding the page number, then going to the book. It is a much longer process. When you're doing the assignment, you have all of that in front of you, so it is very easy for you to go ahead and just simply include it. So if you have any further questions in regards to the information that I'm providing in this video, please let me know, again, through chat, through email. However, you can get in touch with me in order to be able to ask the questions that you need regarding this particular incident or issue, or questions that you have about the assignments that you're completing. you're more than welcome to go ahead and ask as many questions as you'd like. And I will see you in the next chat.